All right, hello everybody. This is Megan Yingling, and I'm here with my friend Christine Schumann, who is a lovely certified consulting hypnotist, and I can't pronounce words. And we are
All's forgiven.
and we're here today to see, first and foremost, if she can make me cluck like a chicken.
I can, but it won't have anything to do with hypnosis.
Just kidding.
I was gonna be like, cluck like a chicken. You're like, what?
That's the first thing I think of with hypnosis, but I'm sure that that's one of those misconceptions or myths around the subject. So tell us, what is hypnosis? What is it actually?
Hypnosis is really, to put it in simple terms, it's just the bypassing of the conscious mind to get into the subconscious mind. And with hypnosis, we can establish more of a acceptable narrative that you have running in your head. So a good example why people might need something like hypnosis is if they have like an addiction to smoking, or if they have a compulsion or OCD to think about like eating food, or if they have fears like flying or escalators, or like sitting in front of a public place and having a conversation, then we can bypass those conscious fears or compulsions and put in place something in their subconscious that will bypass those fears or compulsions. No clucking like a chicken. That's staged hypnosis.
Oh gosh, I feel like I've actually done that before. Now that you
The
say
stage
that,
hypnosis?
yeah, I was at a casino, and they had, like, for a show, and they had a hypnotist there, and I was picked to go on stage. That's weird that I am just remembering that. I apologize. Let's focus. So is hypnosis magic or witchy?
No, it's a form of psychology. So I know the military has used it to help with trauma for the military, like the troops. Psychologists use it to also assist with trauma-related problems. Like I said, it could be something that happened in childhood, and they're trying to bypass the conscious, go into the subconscious to actually get something that might be hidden or suppressed, and or help them get to the source of a problem and get them to work as an adult on a child issue. And usually when that happens, we'll notice that as an adult, the child issue doesn't, it seemed more grandiose at the time, but as adults and more that we've been through in our life, when we go back and we actually view what that trauma was, we'll notice it was like being pushed on the playground or being called a bad name. But as an adult, we can definitely handle that. We have better coping skills. As a child, that was our first lesson into something that was traumatic. And so what we do is we bypass that consciousness, we go into the subconscious, and we have them actively deal with something as an adult that may have been traumatic as a child, and then recreate new narratives or resolve it.
That sounds amazing.
Thank you.
No, I know I've heard some people say, I'm too smart to be under hypnosis.
Right.
It never worked for me.
My IQ's 197. I would never. Right, I get that too. And, no shade to anyone who is very, very smart, has a high IQ. The only obstruction regarding IQ for hypnosis is if someone had a very low IQ and or had mental retardation. And that is because we would need them to understand what is going on, and we would need them to be able to follow direction and have a certain amount of concentration. And so the people that we deem qualified, I guess, or would meet a certain criteria would be anyone above like a 70 or an 80 IQ, but anything after that is completely acceptable. People just need to have an imagination. And so, yeah, some people will actively fight against being hypnotized, and at that point, it's not going to work, and they shouldn't have spent their money to come in, because they're going to actively fight against it. But people who genuinely want the hypnosis to work, and they're there for, say, smoking cessation or weight loss, or because they have to get on a plane, maybe the fear of flying. But another thing is if that same person came in and maybe had ADHD, or they were under the influence of something, that would also be an obstructive thing that would inhibit them from having the efficacy of a hypnosis session.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be actively fighting against something and expect it to work, right? That'd be wild. Okay, so let's say I'm going to my first hypnosis session. Is that a proper way to term it? Do I need to wear anything special?
No. I mean, you could come in however you felt comfortable. I mean, if you showed up in like a horse costume, I'd be like, that's strange. This might be something else. But you're here for hypnosis, and so we'll just go with it. I just be like, can you please take off the head of the costume so I can see your facial features while I give the hypnosis. But comfortable clothing. People have come in after work. People have come on their nights and on weekends. They've shown up wearing a vast number of different things. And my whole objective is just to make sure that whoever is there is comfortable, because they're going to be placed under hypnosis, and I want them to be as relaxed as possible.
Yeah, and so with relaxation, do I lay on a massage table? Do I sit in a chair?
Either. So I am also a massage therapist, and so I have a massage table. I also have a recliner. It's a lazy boy recliner, and so very comfortable. And of course I have, a couch or a dining room table chair, whichever. And people have opted for multiple different avenues. It's whatever they feel comfortable with. I can definitely, guide them to the chair, the table, or the couch. It works either way. You just need to be comfortable. So wherever you're comfortable.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm coming over for my appointment. I take off my horse costume.
Thank
and
you.
I have my comfortable clothes on under that. And then I sit wherever I feel most comfortable. Then what do I expect?
Well, we would have an interview. And so I would go through what hypnosis is. I would answer your questions. I would prepare you for a little test is to show you the power of your mind. It's just with like this pendulum, and there's a little circle, and you just have to, it was this pendulum, and you hold it, and you, with your mind, tell it to go in a circle, and it'll go in a circle. If you want to go up and down, it'll go up and down. It's your mind that's telling it to do it. And so this energy is transferred onto this pendulum. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Anybody can do it. You can even do it at home. It's the coolest thing ever. And we would talk about why you're there. And then I would offer certain scripts to you. So if you are there for smoking cessation, then I would go pick out a smoking cessation script for you that I feel is most appropriate. Same thing with weight loss and anxiety and confidence, whichever you're there for. I would pick out the one that we both think is the best for you. I'd also go through a set of questions, because I have to use your words in the hypnosis, because then you'll be more receptive to it. So if you were to be using words that are very superfluous, then I would have to use those same types of words in order for you to be receptive to it. If I use all of my words, you're going to feel preached to, and you might not feel the efficacy of the massage or the like anti-anxiety or the confidence building, because they're not your words, and you wouldn't feel akin to them. So that was part of the interview process, is to gather this information, gather your words. And then I would put you under the first induction, so you'd understand what that is. It's about 3 minutes. Then I also would do an induction and relaxation to get you to understand that you need to be in tune with your body. And then I also go, once that's done, then I would do induction and then the actual hypnosis part of why you're here. So it could be, smoking cessation, weight loss, confidence, anxiety, reducing traumas, reducing fears, or releasing them, or reducing, whichever. And then once everything is said and done, then I bring you out of hypnosis, and we talk a little bit about what you felt, how long you felt you were under hypnosis, and then I answer any questions you might have.
That sounds so powerful.
A lot of people have had really great effects from it.
Do you have any wins that you're able to share?
I did get some people to stop smoking, and so whenever someone has a compulsion to something or an addiction, they have to have a repulsion too. So anyone who has a heavy yearn for something, so it'd be smoking, could be alcohol, could be a drug, could be food, it could be anything, they will naturally also have the opposite. They'll have a repulsion to something. And so, yes, I've gotten people to be repulsed with smoking. I've gotten people to not want to eat ice cream or carbs. They've really reduced it, which is a win. I've also had people feel extraordinarily more confident while dating, reducing their anxiety. Some people who have come in who have not had much sleep at all because they had so much pain, I got them to relax. I did a stress release on them, and they were able to sleep for 6 to 7 hours a night for subsequent nights, whereas usually they would be falling asleep standing up doing something because they could not rest. Their body was in so much pain.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
And so with such a powerful session like that, or like that you're seeing these results for, these sessions rather, that makes me curious, like, are they able to just go on with their day right after the session, or is there any special things they have to do?
Well, after I get them to stop clucking like a chicken, I'm just kidding. No, afterwards they come out. I offer them water if they need to hydrate, if they feel like they need to hydrate. I give them the time that they need to, maybe recalibrate. But I mean, there's sometimes they don't even need that. It's just, they come out of the hypnosis, we talk a little bit, and then they're free to drive a car, fly a plane, walk down the street, have food, meet their friends, go on a date, whatever it is that they plan on doing. There's no restrictions.
Beautiful. So if someone's watching this or listening to this now and they're like, oh my gosh, I think she could help me with this issue I have, how might they get up, or how would you like for them to get a hold of you to schedule that?
They can direct message me through Facebook. I believe my phone number is on my Facebook page, so they could pull my number and send me a direct message. I believe YouTube allows you to message and comments, and so if they're interested, they could reach out to me. I've done hypnosis virtually, and so I've been able to help people with weight loss sensation, or smoking cessation and weight loss through this virtual means. And so I could easily do that through like a Zoom or a, Facebook, FaceTime, or Skyping, or however. Yeah, hypnosis is pretty exciting. I mean, people are under hypnosis when they're driving their car sometimes, or after watching a commercial and they feel like there's a subconscious pull to like Quiznos. You've been placed under hypnosis. It's all subconscious. It's a subconscious thing. Or subliminal would be another word that people might resonate with.
Beautiful. All right. So I bet your inbox is going to get flooded with all of these requests. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with the viewers here?
I would say avoid thinking that hypnosis is something to be afraid of. I got into doing hypnosis because I noticed a lot of my massage therapy clients were holding on to a lot of trauma in their body, and I wanted to be able to help them release that trauma. And I feel like hypnosis is one of the ways that we can get into the subconscious and reprogram and let things go, and it ultimately just helps you. And I'm only in it to help people. I'm not in it to make people cluck like a chicken or become an assassin or anything. I'm not interested in that. I'm not here for that. That's not why I'm here. But I do believe that people could use it even just to relax or to become more mindful of their body. And I'm happy to be that person for you if you would trust me to do that.
I love it. Thank you so much, Christine, and we'll talk to you guys later.